When Justin Young Jock and Kendra Robinson's marriage ended in the most humiliating way imaginable, do you know what happened? The receipts, bro, are a hassle. Imagine seeing the released movie in 4K with your wife and her ex. Not just any ex, either. This is the same guy she said was out of date. There is a repetition of the past. Things have reportedly heated up, and divorce papers have already been filed. But wait, was this only a friendly connection, or was Kendra living a second life behind Jock's back? Who released this movie is the key question, because someone out here is a nasty AF stay. Keep checking back as we examine the betrayal, the fallout, and the reasons why the internet is bringing Kendra to light. Folks, this is not only a divorce, it's a big scandal. This is going to be crazy, so hold on. Despite the fact that you have undoubtedly seen celebrity splits before, this one is rather unique. The return of old partners is our issue. Young Jock has seen his share of bad circumstances and is used to handling conflict, as everyone who has been following his relationship with Kendra Robinson is aware. In front of our eyes, a marriage is being completely destroyed in a video leak. Kendra's constant attempts to make it seem as if Asichi was keeping things together, the charges and the murmurs were all known to everyone. But now that the roles have been switched, Kendra is the one in the hot seat. Jockey and Kendra were pretending to be a couple, and for a moment, everything was going well. She is usually grinning for the cameras at events, and then suddenly there is film on the internet that has been released. This isn't just a harmless little clip. I assure you, it was obviously insulting. Following their marriage, Kendra Robinson seemed to be at ease with her ex-boyfriend on camera. "I'm not in the same room as you. Listen. We are whispering in each other's ears and placing our hands all over each other while we talk about a playful, oh, nice to see you moment. This is a major problem, so let's take some time to learn more about this ex-boyfriend." Just to refresh your memory, Juk was formerly in a relationship with this same guy. This isn't just any ex. Kendra was defensive and acted as if she didn't have a past, as you all recall, as if Jockey brought it up and she didn't talk to her ex-lover. She did indeed swear that everything was finished, but guess what? This man was the only one she had interacted with, thus it was a lie. Memes were already overflowing his comment area, and some were purposefully tagging young Jock. They were stating things like, "Jock, come get your girl. This can't be your wife, bro," since she was in public with him and didn't seem to have gone on. You are well aware of the mayhem that ensues when such an incident takes place on the internet. Considering that she said she was done with him, Jock did not take this lightly. These days, men who are cheated on, especially in public, often either act as if nothing happened, which, incidentally, never works, or instantly go into savage mode and sort things out. And he chose option number one, Jock. He filed for divorce right away after watching the footage, without even giving Kendra an opportunity to defend herself, according to the second quickness claim. He allegedly said, "We're going to have to talk about this moment," when he called his attorney the same evening. Completed the paperwork submission, and let's be honest, is it really your fault? Since people would have seen Jock as weak if he had remained silent, let's face it, he was already aware that the internet would pull him if he did nothing. It's one thing when the internet assaults you, but it's quite another when your own friends do the same. Jock wasn't the only one who replied, either. Initiate action. With the release of this video, Kendra's purported friends, regrettably, began acting silly. After they uploaded adorable pictures of her and rode for her, Jock deleted everything. Her own group disappeared as if they hadn't noticed her at all. They seem to have anticipated this, but we're just waiting for it to happen. Explode, which really makes matters worse, since what does it say about your clandestine actions if your own people don't even support you? The internet was split on this, you know. Even though Kendra had an amazing guy, she threw everything away for an ex. The comment was, "Damn, Kendra really fumbled the bag." Some said that Jock should have noticed her strange conduct sooner, and the main question that generated discussion was whether this was an isolated incident or whether Kendra had been hidden all along. Listen, if this video is just the beginning, this divorce will get ugly. We're not done yet. Remember that this drama has not yet come to a conclusion. Part 2 will cover the actual publication of this recording, Kendra's remarks about it, and a shocking conjecture about Jock's future plans in much more detail. Now that things are getting out of hand, let's go to work. We already know that the internet went crazy once the video was uploaded, since it gets messier by the minute. We don't know who leaked it or why it was made public, but the young athlete spent a lot of time going through the divorce process, which is where things get weird. This old video has more depth than it first seems to have. No, it was a purposeful leak. The rumors are coming in thick and fast, my love. Another person wanted this to blow out, and another person had a plan. According to one theory, it was leaked by young Jock himself. Let me explain before you get upset. Jock has years of experience in the business. Therefore, he is acquainted with the game's mechanics. If he had reason to believe that Andrew Robinson was. Since these celebrities are always being filmed, and someone always has the receipts, let's face it, whether it's their own inner circle, fans, or paparazzi. What if Kendra was already acting strangely and Jock was just holding off on revealing it until the right time? Because divorces are costly, the Jock may save millions of dollars by making up a story that makes Kendra the villain. Of course, there's another theory at play here. What if Kendra's ex revealed it? Look into this theory, it makes a lot of sense. This person has, at the very least, been absent from the scene for years. What if he had never really left? Kendra hoped we would think that. What if he and Kendra had been chatting and skulking behind Jock's back the whole time? Why would their relationship be failing? It's possible that Kendra informed him she was leaving Jock, but she never did. Really did, and maybe after waiting a time, this man decided to blow her apartment up because let's face it, if you're an ex and you see your ex on social media acting like the ideal wife while actually smiling, wouldn't you become a little irritated? How can someone obtain attention for their retaliation? Let's talk about it now. You know what that means, don't you? SS has been completely quiet about Kendra's response to everything. No Instagram posts, no explanations, no heartfelt apologies. Remorse, as the first to defend themselves and post interviews on social media, are those who lack guilt. Lengthy messages about being falsely accused, but Kendra isn't acting. And if that doesn't indicate that she's been caught, I'm not sure what does. At this point, however, things start to become strange since Kendra's own friends are beginning to turn against her. When someone in your inner circle likewise commits a mistake, you know that they have really messed up. Kendra's group fell apart a few days ago when one of her alleged closest friends unfollowed her on Instagram and made enigmatic comments about retribution and devotion. As everyone knows, this has ramifications in the world of fame, and to make matters even more questionable, some of Kendra's former friends have joined in. People have seen behavioral changes in Kendra ever since she started dating a Jock. On top of that, one person said that Kendra used to handle many males at once and had a propensity to leave doors open in case things didn't work out. Her history of hiding things is long, and she has always been cunning. Let's not pretend that being young Jock's wife didn't have some major benefits, considering that Jock is a successful man, a well-known figure, and a household name in hip-hop, while Kendra practices law. Did she have feelings for Jock, or was he just a safety net? It's unclear whether she ever really committed to him or if this was just a ploy by the. Not to mention that Jock must be feeling quite foolish at the moment since he was the one who was trying to prove himself to Kendra. She was controlling him, acting like the grown-up, adult person, and seeming to be too amazing for him. You see, it's she who is now catching up. Irony. Since the Jock's divorce is only the beginning of this problem, everyone is curious about what will come next. If you believe this to be the end, you're not prepared for what's about to come because, guess what? There's another amazing rumor circulating. If this turns out to be true, Kendra could receive the shock of her life in part 3. This divorce might quickly go awry given the bizarre new accusations made against Kendra, the most questionable thing Jock did behind the scenes, and other factors. Watch carefully. Things are about to become worse. Just when we believed that the story could get any weirder, Mort just hit the streets, and Kendra Robinson's circumstances seemed dire. We spoke about how her ex-boyfriend Jock, or maybe someone in her own social circle, may have set her up in relation to the leaked movie. You remember that? What if Kendra leaked it herself? Is a new idea that's gaining traction. Yes, you read correctly. Now take a seat. It's not 2005 or the flip phone era, and everyone has a camera. So why would Kendra of all people risk everything in 20,125? What if the controversy as a whole was part of her plan? Given that there are cameras everywhere, why would an intelligent lawyer be out here having sex with her ex? Since she is aware of Jock's movements and knows that he would react in the most dramatic way imaginable, she may have done this to evade detection or because she was fed up with young Jock and needed an escape. What if she planned the whole thing so that he had to leave first, so that SD wouldn't seem to be the bad guy? You know what? Jockey, who is working, hurried to the court to obtain a divorce right away, and now Kendra is the victim. This whole situation is also well-timed since Jockey just made a significant business decision that restored his reputation, and you know what happens when men start to improve? The women in their lives start off. Is Kendra's abrupt behavior shift a result of the video, or has she been planning her exit strategy all along? Speaking of Jockview, I like that instead of reacting to this like a typical morning husband, he is out here moving petty, and a few hours after the video was released, this man did. Since he deleted all of Kendra's posts from his social media accounts, it seems as if she never happened. In other words, all of the romantic compliments, adorable anniversary greetings, wedding photos, and other stuff were removed. This man then wrote an essay in which he claimed that loyalty was more important than love and vented his anguish at being a fool. Kendra will not be permitted to leave this circumstance peacefully by Jock Ang. When Jock finds out that Kendra could have been cheating on him, he is going all out. Initially, their divorce was supposed to be amicable. Every social media account he has is being deleted. He is going to hit her in the face after being impatient for a long time. It seems like Jock made a big mistake by getting married to Kendra, so let's talk about that prenuptial agreement. Jock wasn't really considering a divorce at the time, and Kendra made a big deal out of having financial security in case things didn't work out. However, there is a catch. Jock may be able to fully void their prenuptial agreement, meaning Kendra would not get any compensation at all. If he can demonstrate that Kendra cheated, hey, we have real video evidence. In their prenuptial agreement, he consented to some provisions that would be beneficial to Kendra. Nothing, and as you are all aware, she is now unwell as a result of her actions here, which were as if she were the most significant person in the relationship, my dear. Now that it doesn't seem to be worth anything, let's talk about what Jock should do next. If you were expecting this man to be crying in the corner, you were mistaken. Jock has been seen already going about his, having a great time, meeting new friends, popping bottles, and spending time with the lads. Regardless of what she says, Kendra did not want the Jock to make such a sudden announcement about his return to the market, because let's face it, she liked the attention that came with being young Jock's wife. Kendra is pleading for another chance, which leads me to the last and most startling aspect of the whole situation. Clout, the reality TV checks, and the invitations. All of these were included in the package deal, have vanished. Why would anybody want to apologize after all of this upheaval, humiliation, and treachery? Kendra first believed she could. She believed she could play the victim and convince everyone that I was unfairly treated by the Jock. Now that she is seeing the athlete's greatest life, she realizes she made a huge error since those receipts are readily available online, and the internet never forgets. He's finished. He had spent years trying to prove himself to her, and when he started to win, Kendra fumbled the bag. You never miss a good thing until it's gone, as they say, but now that you're out there and seeming sincere, Kendra, I hope the split was worth it. This is more than simply a challenging divorce. It's a lesson in self-worth, loyalty, and greed. Joker is going to make his greatest return ever after all. Now let's fit your opinions by opening the comment section. Do you believe that Kendra had a plan from the start? Should Jock allow her back then? If so, please click the like button below and remember to subscribe. Stay dirty, stay entertained, and stay out of trouble until Hollywood stops giving us juicy mess after juicy mess. This tea was hot, but don't worry, we're just starting. If you're angry about all of this drama, please subscribe for the latest updates, like this video, and turn on notifications to make sure you don't miss any unpleasant moments. In case you think Jock ought to bring Kendra back, don't forget to leave a remark below. Is this the end for her? Let us make things clear. I'll be keeping an eye on the sparked argument. Comments to allow us to discuss it.